Good morning, students. In last class, we read invertible function or when function is invertible, and I taught you that any function f will be invertible if f is 1 1 on 2. If f will be 1 1 on 2, it means to say that whenever you have to find the inverse of any function, first of all you have to prove it is 1 1 and on 2. When it is 1 1 and on 2, then easily inverse of any function can be found out. In very short, I would say something. When it is x, under f it comes f of x, which is normally called y. So y is equal to f of x is a function. When we talk about its inverse, so f operates on x give you f of x, which is y. F inverse operates on y, it will give you x. Definitely what will come here? F inverse of y, say f inverse of y is equal to x. See it again. F operates on x give you f of x, which is normally called y. Now read y equal to f of x is a function. When f inverse you define from that set to this set, so f inverse will operate on this element y. So f inverse y will be here, which will be equal to x. So in short, I would say that when y is equal to function is given, then what is the inverse of f? Transfer to f this side. This side, f will move here, like f inverse y is equal to x. Look at. So this will be your inverse, meaning x equal to in the term of y will be your inverse. X equal to in the term of y will be your inverse. I repeat again. This is a function. Y is equal to in the form of x will be your function, and x is equal to f inverse y. X is equal to in the form of y will be inverse of that function. So try to reach at this destination, then you can easily say that your inverse is here in the form of y. Lastly, we will turn this y in the form of x. So I would explain this later, but initially keep remember you need x equal to. You need x equal to. This will be the inverse of that f. Okay, this was good enough. Now let me take one easy question for you. Example number 23 I am taking. Question says f from n to y, where function is given 4x plus 3, and this y is what? Y belongs in capital N, y equal to 4x plus 3 for all x belongs to n. Question says show that f is invertible. Find its inverse. So the first time you are having the question, see properly. So what to do? The student, first of all, let me say something. We have to show function is invertible. What is function? This one. Here it is domain, and it is your codomain. So student, for finding invertible, I have taught you that any function will be invertible when it is 1 1 on 2 both. So I will first prove function is 1 1, then second I will prove that function is on 2, and then finally I will find its inverse. So this is the stages. So first says function, given function I want to write. You remember we first exercise, I think in first exercise or second exercise we read it. How to prove 1 1? Let x1 and x2 two elements of n such that f of x1 equal to f of x2. This is a method to show 1 1. X1 equal f of x1 meaning 4x1 plus 3, and f of x2 meaning 4x2 plus 3. Let's cancel, 4 and 4 cancel. It's x1 equal to x2. It means function is 1 1. You remember it is 1 1. Okay, now we'll prove onto. So how to prove onto? You should remember that the condition of onto is range of function should equal to codomain. So I'll find its range. How to find its range? I tell you. Say this f of x given 4x plus 3, where x is what? Natural number. So put natural number one by one. So I'll go with, for all n, for all x belongs to n, the images are, range set will be, say, how to find range? It is y na? It is y equal to f of x, it is y. It is 4x plus 3, put x belongs to n, x is natural number. When you put x belongs to n here, meaning x is a natural number here, x is natural number meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 1, 4 1s are 4 and 3, 7. Put 2, 2 4s are 8 to 11. 3 4s are 12 to 15 and so on. So what to show that your range set should equal to codomain. This codomain is where? This is codomain. And y is defined specially here. Now can you check these two? It is a range set, it is codomain. It's very strange looks, but it is not so. I tell you, y is a natural number which is coming from y equal to 4x plus 3 when x belongs to n. I ask you and I tell you, x belongs to n meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you put x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 4, this will be your y. Say no, y containing all y which satisfy this one and this one. So when you will put x belongs to n, 1, 2, 3 here, you will get a same set. Like x equal to 1 put here, 4 1s are 4, 3, 7. X equal to 2 put here, 2 4s are 3 and 11. 3 put same, meaning whatever your domain is equal to this one. So which is equal to codomain. This is range set equal to codomain, meaning function is onto. And after these two, student, let me come here, student. After these two, I would write here, function is 1, 1 onto. That's why function is invertible. That's very important approach. You should remember. So how to prove f is invertible? 1, 1 onto, both we have to explain. And then finding its inverse, it's again very easy. Now, taking what function is. What is function we have? This is y equal to 4x plus 3. And as I taught you, when y is in the form of x, it is simple function. But when x comes in the form of y, it is inverse. So we need x equal to. So from where we can get x equal to? From here only. X equal to, I tell you, should transfer to 3 here. So x is equal to what comes? Y minus 3 upon 4. This is none else. It is f inverse y. It is what? F inverse of y. So when I have taught you now, y is equal to f of x, then x is equal to, say, f inverse of y. So is x equal to, this is what? F inverse of y in the term of y. So f inverse y, this one, or finally I have told you that your function is in the form of x, so your inverse also should be in the form of x. So ultimately I change this in the x. So instead of y you can write x, like f inverse y is equal to this one. F inverse x will be x minus 3 upon 4. That's very simple term I have used. You can see carefully. X is in the form of y, will be written f inverse y. It is in the form of y. I want to change this in the form of x, so I'll just write instead of y is x. F inverse x is equal to x minus 3 upon 4, and this is your answer. This is the inverse of that function. So for after proving 1, 1 and on 2, we can simply find out its inverse. So how we can find out its inverse? Just find x equal to, and that is the answer. So hope the same you can copy in your notebook and try to understand. If you have any doubt, you can consult with me. So let me wrap this question. Let me explain, student, that one of the important questions from the exam is inverse of function. So one of the question may come in exams. I told same yesterday. Let me take one more question which you feel it is good. 25th. Before 25th, I want to explain. Okay, 25th we can see. Let me start from here. Let f is from n to capital R any function. and function is given 4x square plus 12x plus 15. It's important. Show that from n to s, where s is a range, of function, show that f is invertible. Find its inverse. So this is the question in which you have to keep remember a few things, and later on in further questions I would explain this why I'm saying that you have to keep remember something. Student, look what I want to say. Your function is this one. So I would say one thing, that in that case function f is invertible we have to show first. F is invertible you have to show first, and for that you have to go with 1 1 and on 2. So first I'll prove 1 1. So how to prove 1 1? Let x1 and x2 two elements of n such that f of x1 equal to f of x2. Remember that it is natural number. F of x1 meaning 4x1 square 12x1 15 equal to what is f of x2? 4x2 square plus 12x2 plus 15. So 15 and 15 cancel. 4x1 square transfer to that term. 4x2 square plus 12x1 minus 12x2. Here transfer. Take out 4 common. x1 square minus x2 square plus take out 12 common. x1 minus x2. Now student, take just factorize that term, x1 plus x2 and x1 minus x2 plus 12 x1 minus x2. Take out x1 minus x2 common. What we are having? 4x1, directly I am writing 4x2 and plus 12. So I would ask you one thing, that we have two options, but in first option if you go 4x1 plus 4x2 plus 12 is equal to 0, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? It's very simple. Because x1 and x2 what they are? Natural number. And for any natural number, it never comes 0. Meaning if you put x1 equal to any natural number, x2 is equal to any natural number, when you will solve this plus plus, it will never 0, meaning it is not possible. So second we have to go with x1 minus x2 is equal to 0 in the only condition is happening here, which gives you x1 equal to x2. And student, you remember that for proving 1 1 it is enough to go with x1 equal to x2. When x1 equal to x2, it is function is 1 1. In further case, it's very important to tell you that we have to show onto. So what is onto? So for onto we have to prove that the range of the function should equal to codomain. Range of the function should equal to codomain. So let me explain one thing which is very important to tell you. Function initially was given this one, f n tends to r, real number. But here especially we are told that in the case of this we have to show function is invertible, meaning in that sense it is senseless, because we are told that function from n to s. So student, you are worrying about what is s. S is a range of f, meaning we have to follow the picture that your f is from natural number to only s. We don't have to go with r. And I ask you one thing, that in that case r is itself a codomain and as well as it is range. Let me explain. In that case only S is what? S is codomain, it is simple, and also S is the range because it is told that S is a range set. So it might be confused to you student that why I have taken S, because we are told that function should be invertible in the case when f from n to s defined. We don't have to worry about that. We have to leave this sentence and just catch a picture that this is f from n to s and see the picture, you can simply see that S is none else, it is codomain, and S is also, as far as the question is concerned, S is a range. So I would say that here codomain and range are same. Range are same, meaning F is what? On 2. So these two terms, it is very necessary terms. In short, I have taught you because the next we have to go very further. That's why I'm rubbing all. Student, you can copy the same in your notebook. Just write along with me, do the question along with me, and still doubt, you can ask me. So I'm rubbing all because in necessary conditions 1, 1 and 1, 2 already have proved. Now I'll find only inverse. Function is 1, 1 on 2, you have proved. Since function is 1, 1 on 2, so that f is invertible. F is invertible. Now the thing is how to find its inverse. Now question lies how to find its inverse. Question says find its inverse. So okay, I would say something. Y is equal to what given? This is, and you remember my words that y is equal to in the form of x is a function. But when x is equal to comes in the form of y, it is inverse. So I'll find here the x, value of x, which will be its inverse. So how to prove? See carefully, I am writing very slowly. First, transfer to y that side. Like that. Make a bracket. Now this is your A, B, C. It is a quadratic equation in x. A, B, C. Use x is equal to minus b plus minus b square 4ac upon 2a. Go with the values. Minus b, b is 12. B square, 12 square. 4a, 4. C is 15 minus y upon 2a, 2 4 8. Now next, what we are finding? X in the form of y. Look at properly. 12 plus minus, this is 144 minus 4 4 just 16. 15 minus y upon 8. Next is 12 plus minus 144 minus multiply. So you can just see. This is plus 16y upon 8. X is equal to 12 plus minus, these two will be 16y minus this is 240 9 upon 8. 12 plus minus, take out 16 common. Take out 16 from the under root side, it is 4. And after simplifying, after taking out 4 common, you can cancel. 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8. So I would say again, and very important, already function is 1 1 on 2. Now we have to find x. We already have got, but it is plus and minus sign. So I would say something. If you will choose minus sign, this will be minus, this will be minus, meaning whole is minus. But x is what? X is what? X is a natural number. X is a natural number. So x is a natural number, and it is the x equal to minus and minus coming together, meaning whole answer will be negative, which is not possible. So if you go with the minus sign, x is equal to minus 3 minus 5 minus 6 upon 2, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because both will be negative, whole answer will be negative, and x will be negative, and x is a natural number, which is not possible. So go with the plus sign, student. The answer will be y minus 6 upon 2. So y minus 6 minus 3 upon 2. X is coming in the form of y, meaning it is what? It is f inverse y. X is in the form of y, it is f inverse y. And lastly, we'll find the answer in x. So student, write f inverse x instead of y, you can change by x, meaning it is x minus 6 minus 3 upon 2. See the last term carefully, don't afraid. This is f inverse y in the form of y. Change y by x. So f inverse x will be x minus 6 upon minus 3, x minus 6 minus 3 upon 2. This is the inverse of the function. So this is a method. It actually long, but not tough. Very easy. This is your y. Take a y, make a quadratic equation in x, and find your x. We had two signs. I ignored minus because now it gives you negative number, which is not possible as far as x is concerned, because x is a natural number. So that will go with plus sign, and find your answer in y, which is f inverse y. Turn your y as x, get answer. So this was a question, again easy, you can write from the board, student. Now this was a long question, it was necessary to tell you. Same question I would tell you in next lecture, but very simple and small question I am telling you again. It's example number 24, nothing hard. Let's let your function is defined from n to y, same as we did actually. N square, n belongs to n, this is a y, and function is given f of n. Don't worry, it is n. Normally it used to be x, but this time it is n. And y equal to this one, show that f is invertible, find its inverse. Okay, so first of all we'll prove f is invertible. So how to prove invertible? You have to go f is 1 1 and on 2. So first of all go with f of n equal to n square. Let n1 n2, don't get confused. I used to take till now x1 x2, but this time function is given in n, that's why I'm taking n1 n2. Is two natural numbers such that f of n1 equal to f of n2, meaning n1 square equal to n2 square, meaning n1 square minus n2 square, meaning n1 plus n2 and n1 minus n2. We have two options. First option is this one, and second option is this one. I ask you one thing, that is it possible? It is not possible. Why? Same answer already have given in last question. n1 and n2, what they are? Natural number. And sum of two natural number cannot be 0. Sum of two natural number cannot be 0. It is not possible. So what possible? n1 equal to n2, meaning function is 1 1. Now I'll go with on 2. So 4 on 2. Now again function is n square. So what is range set? I ask you, what is range set? So how to find range? Put n equal to n. N is a natural number. N is a natural number. For all n equal to natural number, what the value of function will be range. So put n equal to 1. 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 16 and so on. Now tell me that what is this? This is equal to codomain. So what is codomain? Y. So what is codomain? Y. And why defined like that? So I ask you, this and this are same or not? They are same. Why? When n is what? Natural number. Put 1, get 1. Put 2, 2 2s are 4. Put 3, 3 3s are 9. Meaning same. Codomain. When range equal to codomain, meaning function is on 2, and hence function is invertible. Invertible. This function is invertible. Now we'll find it is f of n. Can be written like f of x was, I wrote y. This is f of n. I'm writing y. So in whole question, it is only the difference. Instead of n, if it would be x, it is better. But okay, n is given, no worry about it. F of n, I'm writing y. This time I would say y is a function of n. This is a function, but when I'll find n equal to, then will be inverse. So tell me inverse, how to find n? N equal to, it's a plus minus y. So minus cannot possible, because n equal to minus y, if I take n is a natural number, not possible. So only n equal to plus y, because n equal to minus y, not possible. I'm again writing that n equal to minus y is not possible, because that time n is a natural number. So n in the form of y will be f inverse y. F inverse y. And I have taught you that lastly answer will be in the form of x must be, f inverse x will be x. And that's an answer. That's an answer. So this was a question. Now do the same question from the exercise. The question of the exercise 1.3, which is same as that. Question number 6, 7, 8 and 9. 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is your homework. Now do student this. I wanna speak two things. The syllabus of this first chapter is still 3 exercise. Your textbook is having 4 exercise, but in syllabus it is just having 3 exercise. So you don't have to read the 4th exercise. We are studying the 3rd one. This is the last conceptual exercise. Now further will be a miscellaneous exercise. So we'll do a sum question from that and then we'll go further. Make a notes of this all in your fair copy, and if you have doubt you can ask me. Thank you very much.